What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Super Mario Soda Jungle playset by Jakks Specific. This is nice to see because when I reviewed the Wiggler figure that came out last year, I was wondering if they were going to try to do a Soda Jungle playset in the future, and they actually did. So I'm interested in how this playset is going to be since this is one of my favorite worlds in the game. So let's go over the packaging real quick. So you do get an image of how the playset is, of course. It actually has images that shows the functions of the playset right here. And then, we get the logo over here and then, Mario right here to the side. The top just has the Super Mario logo right there. And then not much, going on at the bottom right there. This side we do have an image of, the playset. And then, Mario and the logo right there. And then on the other side, it's pretty much about the same thing. And then here is the back, as you can see. So we get an image of the playset right here, and then the two figures right there. Description over here to the side, and pretty much the same stuff we've seen to the front. But we do get the other sets here to the bottom, and that's actually the diorama set for this playset, which is really cool. And yeah, that is pretty much how the back is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this out of the box and take a closer look. Okay, so here's the playset fully put together right here, and it actually looks pretty nice. So putting this thing together is quite simple. The bottom pieces right here are separate. You are going to put these together, and they are transparent, which is actually pretty cool. We do have these three platforms right here. This whole entire piece is together, so like including this bridge and then the plastic pieces down here, that's all together. This thing is of course one solid piece, and then this is all together as well. And these blocks, we've seen these before, but like these are together, and then you plug that into this background piece right here. We are getting this 2.5-inch running Mario figure, so you are going to get a re-release of this figure right here. So we do have that, and this is the only figure that came with the playset, of course. I know like the packaging showed the Koopa Troopa, or the Paratroopa actually, but that's not actually going to be in the playset, of course. So the functions you have here with this playset is, of course, we have the question block. So let me actually just kind of bring this a little bit closer, but we do have the question block that does bring the coin, as you can see. And then the other function right here is this platform right here, and it has a ratchet sound when you move it, so it can move left and right, but you can't really like turn or anything like that. So when I do move it, it is going to make a sound, so as you can see, and it does only go down about here, and just down about there. What's really cool about these is I think this is the first time I'm reviewing a playset with these figures, I believe. I want to say I am, but what I really like is that now that these are more posable, it's going to be a lot better when it comes to posing them with your playsets, honestly, which I like because they have better articulation now, so you can do a lot more stuff with them, which I really do like, honestly. Like I think this is actually really cool. So you have something like Luigi's kind of hanging on or something like that, and then here's like the Paratroopa. So here's an example right here, but this is if you want to see what it would look like if you just threw the giant Wiggler like onto the actual playset and still kind of cram in the other stuff like the platform here and then the platform right here that you can barely see. I'll tell you one thing though, this platform right here is pretty hard to have your figure stand on if you plan to turn it. Like you can have a figure on the platform, well, if Mario can try to stand, there you go, yeah. So like you can have a figure stand on the platform when it's straight, but like just the slightest you put this on, I don't see a way how your figures are gonna stand. You see how like the figure just wants to slide off, like doesn't really matter how you try to position them, they're gonna tend to slide off of that thing, which I get it because it's a really smooth surface, but if you plan to like have them on there while putting it at like any angle, it's not even really gonna work. Even with this, they're just gonna keep sliding off, And obviously if you put any lower, there's no way you could really like have them on really. Which is why I was kind of just doing this thing with Luigi to make it look like he was hanging on. Cause I don't know, it just kind of looks kind of funny like that, honestly. But yeah, if you want them to stand on this platform, you're really just gonna have to like keep it straight. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is with the playset. There's not like a lot going on, but I just think like the playset aesthetically looks pretty nice. I think that's probably why I like it, but also because like I said, this is like one of my favorite worlds, and I also just like the Wiggler being in like the background there. So yeah, I like it. I'm looking forward to the diorama set. I know that's gonna make it a whole lot better when you add the stuff in, but so far I like this playset. I think it's actually pretty cool. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on the Jakks specific Super Mario Soda Jungle playset. So if you want to pick this up, this is currently available on Amazon. It is also up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store as another option. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this playset in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. But until then, take care, my friends.